I think we're live. Let me check actually on my phone. I should be live actually, but all right, I'm live. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Um, Today I couldn't sleep and I want to actually make a tier list. This is a funny thing, guys. So and I wanted to do it, and so like, fuck it, let's do it on a live stream, right? Who cares? So this is like a male hobbies tier list, only including male hobbies because 90% of my people that watch me are men, and like more than 60% of people who watch YouTube are men, right? Anyway, all right. So I've written these. The the greatest ones are like goated, and then the really good ones are based. And like meh, we have not bad, and we have the normie, and we have like, what are you doing with your life, and which literally means like, what the fuck are you doing, man? All right, go like do some fucking push-ups. All right, I found this on the internet, and like, I didn't even properly look at these. All right, anyway, let's go. I think the first one is watching anime. I mean, I wouldn't say it's so bad, but I would put it at normie level because the thing is, watching anime is not it's not a bad thing, not necessarily, because there are a lot of good animes like JoJo, like Neon Genesis Evangelion, and so on. But I mean, people I know that watch a lot of anime are like generally uh, losers, right? And I watch anime from time to time, but I mean, I don't know, this VIA shit. Like, some people, some men have a tendency to be like alone, eating a lot, not working out, and watching anime and masturbating all the time, right? Archery is fucking based. It's not goated. I want to do archery because I love fantasy. I love um, middle age, like medieval shit, but I never got the chance. And yeah, but actually, I was talking with a friend. I really want to find a way, find a place where I can study and learn archery here in Skopje. But anyway, we're gonna see. What's this? This is like Zoom call, arguing online. Arguing online is like, what the fuck? Or let's say this is arguing online, right? What the fuck are you doing with your life, man? Like, you should definitely consider like hitting your brain to a fucking wall. I mean, arguing online is the most stupid fucking shit that you can ever do as a man, because it actually pushes you down into this rabbit hole where like I actually used to argue with people online a lot. And like the thing is, behind keyboards, nobody's like a real gentleman, right? Nobody behind keyboards, everybody's like a courageous fucking philosopher, right? But the thing is, just like a pissing match between like who can actually score more social points, like who can actually come up with the best insult and so on. So, I mean, it's fucking stupid. Let me actually check it again. Check the hold on. I apologize. The fuck are we are not on? We should be on. The fuck? I don't know. Dude, YouTube is weird. It's extremely weird. Alright, I apologize about that. Anyway, so next up we have astronomy. I wouldn't say it's decent. I mean, not bad literally means decent. I mean, it's just normie, but not as normie as watching anime. So hear me out. I mean, imagine you have a friend and his hobby is fucking looking at the stars. I love space. I love sci-fi. I love actually the things about space, the theories and everything. Oh, fuck, wait. I wasn't showing the oh, God. Dude, all this time I wasn't fucking showing this. Yeah, showing my screen. Fuck me, dude. Wait. Oh God. Alright, I apologize about that. Um, Display capture. Dude, this YouTube is This like the live stream shit is so fucking bad. Yeah. Like I opened like the how do you say it? The Google page, and I thought you guys were seeing it, but turns out, all right. I'm gonna start again, not start again, but I mean, all right. I think this should be good now. All right. A couple things. Let me see. It works, right? Yes, it works. All right. So, quick recap. Archery is fucking based. I mean, everybody likes their like medieval fantasy of watching Lord of the Rings and so on. It's cool. Watching anime is fucking stupid normie shit. I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of good animes, and I don't like watching animes, but I watch some. But the problem with animes are like people who are really into animes are generally like losers. And astronomy, like stethoscopes, telescopes, and so on. It it just sounds so fucking boring to me. I'm sorry. And arguing with people online is just fucking stupid. Like you should actually consider, like I said, bumping your head into a fucking wall. All right. Next is fucking symmetry. Submitting, like iron working. I mean, of course it's fucking base, but I mean, who fucking makes these? Made this man. It's like it's just like sounds so stupid. Like we're in 2026 right now, almost. All right, smoking. I want to say goated, but the only problem is it's extremely unhealthy. It's not good for your lungs and for your condition and so on. So, uh, well, I mean, I want to say it's goated, but it's literally unhealthy and like it's not right for me to actually put it anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna pass this one. So I mean, it's unhealthy, and if I put it here, it would be like I was promoting smoking. Like I smoke 2 packs a day, but I mean that's it. I'm not gonna promote it because it's unhealthy, literally. All right. Uh, Going to clubs. This is the worst fucking worst. So it's here basically. Like going to clubs as a guy is like the most stupid fucking shit you can ever do with your time and with your life. Going to clubs as a girl, which is probably even fucking worse. Because you're basically going to a place where like all the guys, there are like 50 guys who you don't know, and they're drunk and they would fuck anything that fucking moves, right? Um, all right, but going to a club as a guy is like, what are you doing with your fucking time and with your life, man? Like, how many of you guys have seen clubs? Like, when I moved here, for example, I went to a couple clubs, and because I wanted to observe the situation, right? But it's so fucking uh, like it's all this, right? And like it's like Andrew Tate, like those that meme, like for fucking hours you're doing this. And sorry, I can't shout by the way. Like neighbors are probably sleeping. And it's getting late at night. Uh, it's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, if you're a guy and you're serious to think clubs are fun and like they're opening this like loud fucking music, which is like pop music, modern music, like techno. Dude, if you're a guy who likes fucking loud music as that, like so loud you can have, I mean, think about it. Like last time I went to a club, my friend invited me, and it was like a big celebration for him. I'm like, okay, I can come. But I mean, I was talking with like these two chicks, and they're like, I know we both want to talk. They want to talk, I want to talk, but I mean, the music was so loud, we were fucking shouting, and my voice is thin. My voice is not that deep. They couldn't understand me, and also like, if my voice were deep, like they couldn't understand me as well because you have to literally shout and like uh, spit in their ears. It's absolutely fucking stupid. And like, if you're serious with like this kind of like stupid fucking music, like techno, like disco, you need to have a fucking life. You're a fucking normie. You're destroying your life. Like as a man, you can you have a lot of most fun and creative and like use more useful hobbies. Like both more useful and at the same time more fun. It's absolutely stupid. If you're going to clubs, you don't have anything going in your life, and you're a loser. Reading comic books. Um, I'm gonna put it at not bad, or maybe here. See, difference between anime and comic books are like, comic books don't have like it's like a niche thing, right? But anime can be like a mainstream thing, even like it's extremely popular. But I mean, if you ever got into like the comic book genre, especially graphic novels, like Sandman series is one of my favorites. Like we have like classic graphic novels, like uh, I mean, you have All Tomorrows, you have Sandman, you have Dark Knight Returns, Nightfall, and so on. You have superhero shit, but I mean, you have Kingdom Come, for example, which is like a biblical superhero, like DC Superman story, right? Like the Civil War story. So comic books are like a world on their own, but I mean, for last 6 years, 7 years, comic books suck. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Oh, people aren't gonna like this. Cooking as a guy. Dude, it's just normie. I mean, the thing I hate about cooking is it takes up so much of your time. And it feels like a waste of time, like sleeping. I hate sleeping as well. Like, first of all, you're a guy, and like, you're never going to be able to cook as good as a chick, right? As good as your mom, as good as your sister, or so on. And I mean, you can say like, I mean, you can save up a lot of money without eating, with eating home, not eating outside, which is partially true. But I mean, it's just it just takes too fucking long. And like you're never, like I said, you're never gonna be good as a lady anyway. The fuck, the fuck is this, dude? Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance. The fuck is this? Like cosplaying. The fuck. Alright, I think this is cosplaying, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing with your life, man? I mean, dude, in Halloween, and here if they celebrate it like in the Balkans, they don't celebrate Halloween that much, but I mean if they did, I would actually dress up for Halloween. Like I wanted to make dress up like a Yugoslavian army officer, like communist army officer. And I had one of my friends whose like grandparents, his grandfather had like a original army uniform from like the 60s or 70s, I think. But I mean, I never got the chance. But that's really based. But I mean, if we're talking about male hobbies, like if your hobby is fucking like dressing up as like a superhero, like, yeah, how can a person have this kind of hobby? I mean, if you like, let's say you're a guy and you have an Instagram account and you're like, your content is this. Dude, this sounds too gay, man. Um, Stocks, it's absolute dog shit. Finance, stocks, and like generally these like currencies and so on are like fucking stupid. I mean, I absolutely hate it, like the people who are actually really into this. Because dude, the problem is, I mean, it just feels so cheesy. I mean, all right, I can understand following some couple shares and so on, and maybe making a little bit of a buck. But I mean, some people literally get stressed about like stocks dropping, currency, like the exchange. It's so fucking stupid, dude. I mean, and as a guy, imagine you're waking up every day and you're like looking at 5 or 6 sites and following the stocks and the rates and dude, it sounds so counterproductive, and it sounds so like, because you're not achieving anything, right? It's the problem with this. Like most of the good hobbies, actually, you can make money, but also, you're not what you're not. Sorry, ah, I drift. Yeah, most of the best hobbies are like they can give you something, and they can make you fulfilled. They like they can teach you a skill, or they can make you money. But in the at the same time, uh, you're enjoying them, right? What the fuck is this going to a court, a trial, like a debate club, like Model UN? Um, I think this is not bad. Let's say that this is MUN, like model UN, like which is basically like in high school we used to do that. Like it's basically like a simulation of the United Nations Security Council, and everybody actually uh, represents like a country. For example, it's like a game actually. It's really a good idea actually, but the problem is most people can't understand politics. Better yet, like the high school kids, right? They can't understand shit. Uh, but I mean, if I ever got into one of these again, I would be like so dedicated to it, and I would enjoy it. But I mean, you have to find people to actually both speak good English, and we know as like my Turkish friends, they don't know. Anyway, drinking beer is not bad. Uh, Drinking beer with friends is not bad at all. Well, the first thing is everybody enjoys it, right? The taste, the tipsiness, the feeling, and also you're hanging out with your boys. Um, if it was like drinking beer with a girl, it would be bad because with a girl you never want to like drink beer. You should drink like wine or something stronger, right? Um, Learning a language, I'd say this is not bad, but the problem is you're never gonna learn a language by like studying it, right? By Duolingo or something. Like I tried to do this actually. I tried to learn French from Duolingo, and I know a French a bit, but I mean, yeah, the best way to learn a language is to actually like dedicate yourself and like expose yourself into it. Like if I wanted to learn Arabic, I would move to like Saudi, right? Or I would find people who can speak English or barely speak English and can speak Turkish but would speak Arabic. Collecting, like being a collectionist, this is absolutely fucking dog shit, man. I mean, the problem is it sounds so like gay, which I'm not saying it's a problem, but I mean, let me explain you this way. You can understand a girl actually having like a collection of bags or like funny things, colorful things, nice things that she actually collected, right? But if you're a guy and like your biggest hobby is like collecting these, like look at this fucking shit, like this little fucking toys. I mean, Lego and everything is fine, but I mean, this just sounds too. I mean, as a guy, but I think it's still better than following stocks. Let me be clear about it. This is so fucking stupid. I think following stocks is worse than this. Gambling is like, uh, all right. I've experienced this couple times, and I won't mention it more. But the thing I saw is like, I'm gonna just give you an example. If you ever went to a casino and people are like 40, 50-year old people or like 20, 30-year olds, they're spending their entire fucking money, but which I don't have a problem with, but I would see their face and be like, they were fucking addicted to that shit. It's like they always mock video games like people that are addicted to video games. Like let's say some people are addicted to maybe Candy Crush or something, and when they're shitting or when they're in like the bus or the car, they can't stop looking at it. They can't stop playing, and it feels so disgusting because you're a grown adult and you're actually addicted to this like a fucking child. But casinos are the worst. Casinos, I mean, it's just I mean, the programming, it do this so fucking bad. Like as a grown man, if you're going to fucking casino and you think like you're having fun, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of my chat. Gardening, this is oh, this is really not bad. I mean, I'm gonna put it here. It's better than beer actually. You know the thing I missed most about my childhood. Um, Back in my hometown, we have like a summer place when uh, we go in like the summer, right? We had a lot of like we have a still have a, like a massive garden. And the thing I would like as a kid, I would love to do is like put on some music, like my Bluetooth. Uh, I was using something like this actually, like JBL, and I would actually water the plants and take care of them for fucking hours. Which is like the most fucking coolest thing, like not coolest, like calming thing that you can ever experience. It's absolutely great. Going to hiking, like, but it's like professional hiking, right? Like going to climb a mountain. My friends are inviting me, I still didn't go, but all right, this is not general walk, right? I think this is pretty base, dude. It's not as cool as like the archery stuff, but this is good. And both, I mean, it's healthy. Also, you get out of the city, you get out of your like typical zone and regular day, and you try to relax. And the best advice would be like, I never went to professional hiking, but I walk, right? Sometimes I take long walks. So without music, just let it be. Just don't think about anything. Don't look at your phone. It's like Death Stranding. That's why I love Death Stranding a lot. The game feels like hiking, right? Oh, doing makeup as a guy. Um, do I seriously have to fucking explain this? Get out of here. Alright, we have a photo of Tate Brothers. And let's say this is like making a podcast with your boys. This is, I think this is what it fucking implies, like making an emergency meeting or a podcast with your boys. I think this is based. Uh, because having a like a serious conversation with your brothers, with your bros, like is the best fucking thing. Like like Joey Diaz said, right? You need like three or four good motherfuckers, and you can take over a fucking country. Like he's a bit exaggerating, but I mean, it, it just means when there are like multiple men agreeing and thinking about something, that's it. Right? Let me check this out. I sorry. All right. So, playing board games and like Magic the Gathering and so on. This is fucking goated. Listen, we have like a board game cafe here near my place here in Skopje, and like I took a couple of my friends there, uh, like but Turkish friends, but it was like the first proper time we ever sat with like all of us, and we played like the first time I played was what was the game called? It's like EU4. It's like strategy. No, I don't remember the name. But I mean, we played like a map game, like a military story. But the thing it is so engaging, and I have that like nostalgia of like 90s. How do you say? Uh, like Dungeons and Dragons, D&D and shit. I really love it. I think it's really good. It also helps you connect with your boys, and you can laugh, you can have beer and so on. Binoculars. The fuck is this? The fuck is this, dude? Get out of here. Alright, jerking off is absolutely goated. It's absolutely goated. You should. No, it's just normie. I mean, if you're doing it constantly, it's probably here, but I mean, it's just a basic biological necessity, right? We all have to accept it. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. Alright, it's just okay. Reading? That's reading or reading a gazette? No, it's just reading. Reading is fucking good. Reading is the best thing here. Because guys, the the problem with all you boys is like you all have stupid amount of screen time and you can't focus on anything. And within the books, the difference between books and like this stimulating art forms, like not art forms, like media forms, like YouTube, Instagram, and so on. With a book, you can read like 100 or 200 pages, let's say. and the build-up will slowly begin in your mind, and nothing else can actually give you that experience as a book. And also, imagine like last year or the other year, I don't remember. I read a history book by Stanley named Paul. It's called The History of Turkey, but it was written before the First World War. It was a like a brief history of the Ottomans, and it was written by like a British diplomat, right? Around that time. So it's wild. Swimming is really good. Um, I would put it here, but I mean, considering you need not equipment, like some special equipment, and also you need to find a pool. Depending on where you are, it might not be easy. But I mean, as a kid, I loved swimming, and I still love swimming. Like especially, I like exploring the underwater. Right? It's amazing. That's weed, I think. Um, the fuck. Uh, what the fuck? All right. Well, I never done weed, so and I don't plan to because also it's illegal here and also in Turkey. I would never recommend something like this, and I don't know if it's like how it feels, right? And I don't intend to learn. Anyway, I'm being a bit politically correct because I want this to be not be flagged. Um, this is painting, no carpenting. This is not bad, I think. Like I think it's carpentry, like cutting some wood or some. I think it might be base because I my father loves it and he's a doctor, but it's not his job. But he loves it. He loves to actually fix it, a lot of fix stuff, and also he made the little, how do you say, the benches and so on in our summer place back in the day. And I used to watch him, and I mean I used to like I realized it was he was such in a such a flow state, and he would enjoy it, and he would lose himself in it so much, and I respect that. Drinking coffee and journaling. All right, let's say this is journaling. Journaling is fucking absolutely goated. If you're not journaling, you should. At least do it like once a week or twice a week. Because the thing is, the time is passing so out of control, right? But with the journal, like I have entries like couple years ago, and I'm sad I didn't start sooner. And reading those and reading your like emotional meltdowns or like your experiences all these years later, it's wild. Like you forget all of the things, like all of the details probably. And I would read shit, and I'm like, this really did happen like a couple years ago. Wow. Drawing, I don't think it's bad. I think it's decent. Let's put it here. I used to draw a lot. Believe it or not, in middle school and elementary school, I used to read comic books, and I was really into Batman, DC, and Marvel, and I made my own character. I never told it to anyone actually. Like maybe a couple people, I don't know. That like in public, I never told it, and I created a character named Crossbow, and he was like a mix of Batman and Deathstroke and Punisher. Like I still remember the design, and I still have those uh, pages in my hometown. And I would actually do crossovers with him, Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, and so on. And I would mix the universes of Marvel and DC. It was really good. All right, now last one we have traveling. I'm gonna put it at not bad. Listen, why is it? First of all, traveling is great, exploring somewhere, but the problem is it's such an enormous thing also. People usually say these like these generic words like exploring a new city, enjoying new cultures. What they're fucking doing is basic, like most people on Instagram. I know it from my friends. Dude, you're going on to France, Italy, Amsterdam. you're smoking. What you're doing is basically like you're drinking, you're having fun, and you take a stupid fucking photo in front of like Castel Sant'Angelo or the Coliseum or the Eiffel Tower, and that's it. What the fuck? You take a photo of Mona Lisa? Why? Why would you ever take a photo of Mona Lisa, for example? I mean, the thing I'm trying to say is like it's so fucking normy, and you can, like Nietzsche said, right? If you look at the the abyss might look into you. And so, yeah, you can. Traveling is great, but if you're not careful, you can become like an average normie traveler, right? So, let me see the list actually. Oh, I never thought actually I would put journaling that high, and also board games. What I'm reading is the absolute goated one, right? I think this is a really good list. I loved it. I love making tier lists. And one last note, like I said, I can't say anything about smoking because it's unhealthy, and I like it, but I mean I shouldn't put it here. And the weed, I never done weed, so fuck it. All right, guys. Anyway, it's always nice catching up with you. I thank the people who are watching, and right now, and who are watching, who will watch later. All right. So yeah, let me close this.